Greetings, and welcome to A Year of Movies, a Planet Geek production. For this project, we are using the Ivan Walters reference book of 365 films to watch on the day they happened. Each day, we watch a movie associated with the date we are watching it on. And as it is the 24th of May, we are going to be watching Chicago from 2002, directed by Rob Marshall and starring Renee Zellweger. So to begin with, I did see this movie when it came out in theaters. I'm pretty sure I saw it like very early, probably within the more than likely the first weekend, just because of the status that went behind this movie with the cast and the production and the fact that they were bringing the stage play version of the story to the big screen. It was a pretty big deal at the time. So yes, I did see that, but probably maybe once or twice after. That is how many times I've seen this movie, and probably not in its full entirety at those times too. I believe this particular project is the first time I have seen the full run of the movie in one sitting. And as I had already mentioned, not only does this movie star Renee Zellweger, but it also stars Catherine Zeta-Jones, Richard Gere, Queen Latifah, John C. Reilly, Kristen Baranski, Lucy Liu, and Dominic West. So when nightclub sensation Velma, played by Catherine Zeta-Jones, murders her philanthroping husband and Chicago's slickest lawyer, Billy Flynn, who is Richard Gere, is set to defend her. However, when Roxy, who is Renee Zellweger, also winds up in prison, Billy decides to take on her case as well, basically turning her into a media circus of headlines, and then neither woman wants to be outdone as they fight against each other and the public for fame and celebrity. So while this is an adaptation of the stage production by Bob Fosse and Fred Ebb, so it's definitely not like a romantic musical. Chicago in itself is hard-boiled and cynical towards the situation that arises around the media and these women at the time. Now, there are certain ways to do a musical adaptation to basically movie presentation. You can take the original stage play and just shoot it as is, not to be too much further away from what you actually get to see on the stage when you're in the audience seeing the live performance. There's also a way that you can adapt the story to intertwine into more of a realistic sort of environment. The two examples of these are the production of Hamilton being shot as just on the stage with a camera and all that sort of thing, or something like Rent, where they actually have full environments where they go around to, which is something you can't obviously do on a stage play. This movie decides to take both concepts and put them together. We have a sort of kind of hard to understand which is the reality. We start off in a production of stuff having to happen in a stage production, which is what we're watching. Then a murder happens, and then trials, and then extra stuff, and then we basically jump back and forth. When we go into a musical number, we actually have a theatrical production, like a stage production of the musical going on. And sometimes we actually intersplice this musical montage with actual live action. There's sequences during the trial period where they jump back and forth between these two realities while the scene is carrying on, which seems to have a sort of metaphoric look to it. A sequence where Richard Gere is putting on his show in the courtroom, and we are interspliced by Richard Gere on a solo empty theater stage as he's tap dancing, obviously showing the talents of his character doing this. And A lot of the time, the characters are really overplaying their roles. They are doing very big theatrical performances. They are definitely projecting to the back seats of the theater, even though it is a movie. That being said, you cannot deny that the musical numbers are what they are. They are classic because of, again, the stage production. And these actors do wonderful jobs at it. Again, knowing that, well, we know Queen Latifah is going to do a fantastic job with singing, but again, knowing that there is a little bit of training for almost everyone does a fantastic job in this. And at the end of it all, when we find out that Roxy is found innocent, we also learn that her pregnancy is fake and that she dumps her loyal husband. And all this happens on May 24th, 1925, which is an hour and 33 minutes into this hour and 58-minute movie. And when it came to the Academy Awards for that season, it actually ended up winning for Best Picture, Best Supporting Actress for Catherine Zeta-Jones, Best Art Direction, Best Costume Design, Best Film Editing, and Best Sound Mixing. And it also got nominated for Best Actress for Renee Zellweger, Best Supporting Actor for John C. Reilly, Best Supporting Actress for Queen Latifah, Best Director, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Cinematography, and Best Original Score. And on that note, we're going to wrap up this particular episode and look off into the future, see what movie we're going to be watching for tomorrow. And that is going to be for May 25th, and that is going to be Wild from 1997. So until next time, go see a movie.